Hello everyone, it's Ryan here, aka Rydor the Banisher, and in this video I will be going over Mundus Stones in the Elder Scrolls Online. What they are, where you can find them, as well as the Divine's trait and how it boosts your Mundus Stone effects, and I'll cover how to get them for your house as well. So, let's get it. Once you acquire a Mundus Stone, you can push C for your character screen, and at the very bottom under active effects you can see the boon shown here. So let's go alphabetically. The first Mundus Stone is the Apprentice, and this increases your spell damage, which makes your Magicka damage abilities and Magicka healing even stronger. The Apprentice Mundus Stone can be found out in the world in the Zone of Reaper's March, shown here on your map. The Apprentice can also be found in the Zone of the Rift, shown here on your map. And it is also found in the Zone Bankurai, shown here on your map. Okay, next we have the Atronach Mundus Stone, and this stone increases your Magicka recovery. So all recovery ticks every 2 seconds that you are in combat. So every 2 seconds, you will recover X amount of recovery while you're in combat. Okay, so the Atronach Mundus Stone can be found in the Zone Green Shade, shown here on your map. Next, the Atronach can also be found in the Zone Shadowfen, all the way down here at the very bottom, shown here. And the Atronach Mundus Stone can also be found in the Zone of Rivenspire, shown right here on your map. Next up, we have the Lady Mundus Stone, and this Mundus increases your physical and spell resistances. Having higher physical and spell resistance makes you tankier and reduces the amount of damage that you take. The Lady Mundus Stone can be found in the Zone of Aradon, shown here on your map. The Lady can also be found in the Zone of Stonefalls, shown here as well. And again, the Lady can also be found in the Zone of Glenumbra, shown here on your map. Okay, next up we have the Lord Mundus Stone, and the Lord increases your maximum health. So this is good if you're trying to reach a certain number of health hit points. The Lord Mundus Stone can be found in the Zone of Grotwood, shown here on your map. The Lord Mundus can also be found in the Zone of Deshaan, shown here in the middle. Okay, and the Lord can also be found in the Zone of Stormhaven, shown here on your map. Okay, the next Mundus Stone is the Lover, and this increases your physical and spell penetration. Giggity. And this Mundus is great for cutting through those armor values of bosses and players in PvP. So, the Lover Mundus Stone can be found in the Zone of Aradon, shown here on your map. The Lover Mundus can also be found in the Zone of Stonefalls, shown here on your map. The Lover Mundus is also in the Zone of Glenumbra, shown right here. Up next we have the Mage Mundus Stone, and the Mage increases your max Magicka, giving you a bigger pool to cast from. Okay, so the Mage Mundus Stone can be found in the Zone of Grotwood, shown here on your map. The Mage can also be found in the Zone of Deshaan, and it's kind of hidden underneath this world boss shown here on your map. Okay, and the Mage can also be found in the Zone of Stormhaven, shown right here on your map. Alright, up next we have the Ritual Mundus Stone, and this Mundus increases your healing done. So this is used by most healers, including my own, and this makes your heals just massive. The Ritual Mundus can be found in the Zone of Malabal Tor, shown here on your map. The Ritual can also be found in the Zone of Eastmarch, shown right here. And the Ritual can also be found in the Zone of Alakir Desert, in the north, up here, shown here. Okay, the next Mundus Stone is the Serpent Mundus, and this Mundus Stone increases your stamina recovery. So this is a great choice for PvP, to get above that 2k mark. The Serpent Mundus Stone can be found in the zone of Green Shade, shown here on your map. The Serpent can also be found in the zone of Shadowfen, shown here. And lastly, the Serpent Mundus can also be found in the zone of Rivenspire, shown here on your map. Okay, the next Mundus Stone is the Shadow Mundus Stone, and this increases your crit damage and your crit healing, making this Mundus one of the best options for PvP, healers, solo play, arena styles, etc. So the Shadow Mundus Stone can be found in the zone of Green Shade, shown right here on your map. The Shadow Stone can also be found in the zone of Shadow Fen, right here next to Cradle of Shadows. And the Shadow Mundus can also be found in the zone of Rivenspire, shown here on your map. The next Mundus Stone is the Steed Mundus, and this Mundus increases your movement speed and increases your health recovery. So again, another very useful Mundus. It affects your sneak speed as well, making it a good choice for PvP Nightblades. Okay, the Steed Mundus Stone can be found in the zone of Reaper's March, shown here on your map. The Steed Mundus can also be found in the zone of the Rift, just below Riften City, shown here. And the Steed Mundus can also be found in the zone of Bankurai as well, shown here. Alright, next up we have the Thief Mundus Stone, and this Mundus increases your weapon and spell critical damage. So this is used by most DPS players and gives you the most bang for your buck when it comes to damage, pushing that crit even higher and higher. The Thief Mundus Stone can be found in the zone of Malabal Tor, shown here on your map. The Thief can also be found in the zone of Eastmarch, shown right here. And once again, the Thief can be found in the zone of Alakir Desert as well, shown here. The next Mundus Stone is the Tower Mundus, and this Mundus increases your max stamina, giving you a bigger pool to cast for utility spells. The Tower Mundus Stone can be found in the zone of Grotwood, shown here on the map. The Tower Stone can also be found in Deshaan, just right here underneath this world boss. And the Tower Mundus can also be found in the zone of Stormhaven, shown right here on your map. Okay, the last Mundus Stone is called the Warrior, and this Mundus increases your weapon damage, boosting your stamina and physical damage abilities. The Warrior Mundus Stone can be found in the zone of Malabal Tor, shown here on your map. The Warrior can also be found in the zone of Eastmarch, shown right here. And lastly, the Warrior Mundus can be found in the zone of Alakir Desert, shown here on your map. You can also find 12 of the 13 Mundus Stones in the zone of Cyrodiil, all except the Lord, and that is because the Lord is found in the 3 capital zones of Grotwood, Deshaan, and Stormhaven, and they're the ones that are at war with one another. So there are 4 stones pretty much near each faction, making it a pretty long ride to reach certain ones. So I would just get your Mundus Stones from the base game zones, and it will be way quicker. Sapphire is the trait stone for the Divine's trait, and what this trait does is it increases your Mundus Stone effects by 5.1% as a white piece of gear, all the way up to 9.1% at gold gear per piece. And you can run 7 pieces of Divines on your body pieces for a total of 63.7% boost to your Mundus Stone effects. So running 7 Divines can be situational, but it does give you the most bang for your buck with the Mundus Stones. Okay, so I'm here in my new guild hall, and I have all 13 Mundus Stones here and decorated. You can get these for your house, but only out of the Crown Store. There are 2 Crown Stores in the game, the main one that we all know about, and the housing one that can be accessed once you're inside of your house. So once inside of your house, you're going to push F5, and then browse to open the housing options window. Then in the upper right, you're going to click on the Crown Store Purchase tab here. Then you will see under Services, Mundus Stones, and here you can purchase them for 4,000 crowns each. 4,000 times 13, that's 52,000 crowns to get all 13. So, unless you're a guild leader or it's a personal goal, it could take you some time to acquire all of these using crowns. So now I want to talk about a unique craftable set called the Twiceborn Star. And this set's 5-piece bonus allows you to have 2 Mundus Stones active, and although this set has fallen out of favor over the years, it is still, in my opinion, highly underrated and very versatile for many playstyles. With its ability to be crafted in either light, medium, or heavy armor, running 7 Divines pieces can give your build a lot of utility. You can find the set's location in Craglorn if you don't have access to an attunable station, and it is located in Craglorn just below the Skyreach Way Shrine, and I'll put the map up so you can see where to go to find it. It does require 9 traits to craft, so make sure you do your research. If not, you can always get a buddy or someone to craft it for you. Okay, so getting the 2 Mundus Stones you want, once you have equipped 5 pieces of Twiceborn Star, goes like this. Make sure you have your first Mundus that you want before you equip the 5th piece of gear. Then equip the gear and grab your second Mundus that you want. Because once you have 5 pieces of Twiceborn Star active, anytime you go to change Mundus Stones, it will only change the second one. So just unequip if needed to get the combination that you desire. Well, that's it for this video, folks. I hope it helped you to learn a little bit more about Mundus Stones and the Elder Scrolls Online. Don't forget to subscribe, and I thank you so much for watching. This is Rydor, out. I always forget to put a Mundus Stone on a brand new character that I've created, and it's usually around level 30 that I'm like, oh crap, I don't have a Mundus Stone.